For this match, our first referee, Lindo Eusebio, national referee. Second referee is Virgilio Cruz Jr., national referee. And now the starters, first for the Petro Gazz Angels. Center from the College of St. Benil, number 2, Janelle Chang. Outside spiker from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 5, Gratzel Soltones. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Isa Maizo Pontillas. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, Rem Palma. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 16, Rania Musa. Outside spiker from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Zapete. Starting libero from UST, number 22, Baby Love Barbon. And the head coach of the Angels is Timmy Santo Tomas. And now the starters for the Galeries Highrisers. Center from Adamson University, number 17, team captain Fen Emnas. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 3, Isa Jimenez. Middle blocker from Arellano University, number 14, Andrea Marzan. Outside spiker from Southwestern University, number 15, Rap Aguilar. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 16, Julia Ipa. Opposite hitter from the National University, number 23, Roma Joy, RJ Doromal. And the starting libero from the University of the East, number 6, Juliet Catindig. The Highrisers head coach is Lerma Kichi Giron. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Petro Gazz versus Galeries Highrisers. This is the PVL.
Introducing the starters for the Petro Gazz Angels. Palma, Pontillas, Soltones, Cheng, Sabete, and their new additions for this conference, Rania Musa and Baby Love Barbon as their libero. Meanwhile, the first look at the new Galeries Tower Highrisers, you have Aguilar, Marzan, Jimenez, Ipak, Emnas, Doromal, and Catindig as their libero. And we welcome you all to our coverage of the PVL 2023 second All-Filipino Conference, live here on Pilipinas Live, on One Sports and on One Sports Plus. Dip De Bianco alongside Rex Intal covering this match. And we also have Sam Corrales on the sidelines who will give us the updates and reports. We are ready to stay up all night with you guys dahil sa 5-setter a while ago, Rex. But we've talked about these two teams pre-game. Petro Gazz, we mentioned how their performance sort of dipped pagdating ng invitational conference, but they're will hope to bounce back with their new additions this conference.
Yes, we all know Petro Gazz, sabi nga natin kanina, they had a very interesting year. Second place and 9th place. So this is a matter of how they could bounce back and regain their winning form against a very new team na 1 month pa lang na pag-prepare.
Before we get to that new team, how do you go about that if your year started out so great, umabot ka ng finals, and then next conference mo, you finished 9th place. How do you move on past that?
Siyempre, kapag ganito, you always start fresh, or kakalimutan mo na yung mga previous games mo, kakalimutan mo na yung mga previous conference kasi this is the start of a new conference and 0-0 talaga sa simula.
Meanwhile, for the new team, Galeries Tower Highrisers, a fresh start. So, kumbaga, their PVL history is still empty. 0-0 ang kanilang record coming into this game. And still looking for their first point. Rally still ongoing. Emnas will give it up to Doromal. Soltones drops it for the 4th straight point of Petro Gazz. A chance for us to send this to Sam Corrales. Sam?
Speaking of fresh starts, Roma Joy Doramal is debuting a new name as she returns to indoor volleyball after 2 years. RJ told me that it was never in her plan to return to indoor volleyball, but what fueled the fire in her for this comeback was the inspiration that she got when she assisted teams in the VNL. Aside from being a pro player with a new team, she's also balancing her role as a coach for the NU Beach volleyball team. Now let's see what impact she will have as a leader on this squad, and also reminding you guys to download and subscribe now on the Pilipinas Live app for only 149 pesos. Back to you, Dip and Rex.
Thank you, Sam, for that report. It seems like you and Roma coordinated as she scored the first point for the Highrisers. But going back to that report of Sam, you know, so si Roma Doromal played a lot of beach volleyball the past couple of years. But it's nice to know that because of the VNL, no, having been around, surrounded by international players, got inspired to go back to indoor.
Yes, and as an athlete kasi, it's always continuous learning. Even if coach ka na, marami ka pa rin matututunan sa sport na nilalaro.
And she's also an assistant coach for the NU Beach volleyball team, which she played for as well back in college. Right now, score is 2-5. Marzan with a serve that is a bit long. And a free point given up to Petro Gazz.
And we have El Gohing and
Rocco Nasino, of course,
Rocco Nasino.
her better half. She did the fan stream a while ago for the second game
with
over
Bongga,
Pilipinas Live. And I'm glad na hindi sila naubusan ng topics na it was a long game. They were discussing with Neil Flores, of course, who was our host in that game. And you mentioned along with Pauline Gaston. It's a 3-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels. Nice to see the fans even staying on a Tuesday night here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. So, yung mga kakauwi pwede rin to join us. We're only at the start of this match. Cheng goes to Musa, picked up by Doromal. Aguilar goes straight to Soltones. Cheng this time to Sabete. And it's kept alive by Galeries Tower. Pontillas with a drop, and that ends the rally.
And that was her longest rally yet so far. And Pontillas with a very smart play to drop the ball.
Cheng knew where she had to go to the veteran to end that rally.
And she saw kasi that there were two blockers and the defender was way back. That was really a huge open spot for Pontillas.
Heads up play for Van Emnas. Getting that point for the Highrisers. She is the captain leading the way for this new team in the All-Filipino Conference. Aguilar with a good serve. Cheng had to chase. Popped up by Angeles. Aguilar from the back. That is short.
That was too low for Aguilar. And it went straight to the net.
So back to a 4-point lead for Petro Gazz. By the way, we only have one technical timeout per set, which is at the 13-point mark. So we continue as Sabete will be the one to serve. Katindig with a bump. It's going to be a free ball given up. And Musa takes advantage.
That was a very powerful spike from Musa. And what I like about that spike kasi as a middle blocker myself, hindi ka talaga dapat pumapalo ng padiretso kasi the blocker will always be there. And ang ganda na may variation si Musa and a powerful one going zone 1.
But that was unblockable. No way that Galeries Tower could have stopped that. But that service of Sabete was stopped by the net. That goes short. And a free point given up to the Highrisers. We mentioned a lot of the players of Galeries Tower, mga galing sa iba't ibang teams from the previous conferences. How does that help them coming into this tournament? Dahil, kumbaga last conference, as you see Cheng with a 1-2 play, kumbaga may experience naman sila. It's not necessarily puro newcomers coming into the pros.
Siguro this conference will be the barometer of this team kasi Yun nga, wala pang expectations sa kanila whatsoever. Wala pang sobrang laking yun nga, expectations sa galleries. Pero they could introduce themselves in a very nice way with a win against the Petro Gazz Angels.
But that's what they want to do. As Coach Lerma Hiron mentioned in the press conference, they are here not just to participate, but to try and win games. The first sub coming in, a change in setters as AC Masangkay, the vet, comes in for Fen Emnas, who is getting instructions from assistant coach Godfrey Okumu at the bench.
Good serve.
Oh, beaten.
Oh, that was a mishit from Isa Jimenez. She was supposed to just put the ball over, kaso mishit.
And the lead is now ballooned to 8 points for the Petro Gazz Angels. (13-5) is the score. Paran. Cheng pops it up. Soltones denied, and it will be a point for Galeries Tower. I'm not quite sure why we thought that there would be a technical timeout, sir. Oh, the score is officially just 12 points for Petro Gazz Angels. So that was a typo. So still,
technical timeout will be at the 13th.
13th, yep. Good serve by Masangkay. Paran tried to get a point. It's now with the Petro Gazz Angels. Soltones. Down it goes for Gretchen Soltones.
And Soltones continuing to do damage for the Petro Gazz Angels.
And this one for real, we reached the first and only technical timeout of this set. Petro Gazz up by 7.
So wag natin sobrang panggigilan na kargahan pa yung serve natin. Yung serve natin as is kargado na eh. Nakita nyo, binabanggalan natin pero misreceive pa sila. So wag kayong manggigil. Ano yun? Patience yun tsaka disiplina. Wag kayong manggigil. Gusto ko panlakasan. Hindi. Effective na eh. Okay? Next. Yung mga dumedepensa sa likod. Pag alam nyo hard server tayo, expect yung bola babalik, tapos frontline yung set, biglang magda-drop ball. Okay? So last na yung magda-drop ball lang tayo na ganun. Okay? Yung atake mo, di ba? Nakita mo saan ka na naman nag-abang, lumabas ka na naman. Sabi ko sa'yo, pagka ganun mabilisan, dito ka lang sa loob ng sideline para sa lubog agad, bago ng cross.
Sobra? Okay, ako. Dikit. Ako dapat. Ako. Sige lang.
Kaya tsagayin lang natin, galaw pa rin ng tama,
Bigay mo
okay?
lang sa akin, ate. Ako yun. Okay, Angel.
Back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, Coach Oliver Almadro.
Yes, a very familiar coach.
So yung mga nasa Petro Gazz Angels, as we take a look at Desiree Cheng as well, watching her Ates game. You're very familiar with Coach O and Coach Timothy Santo Tomas. They've been your coaches back in Ateneo. What does Coach Timmy bring new to the table para sa Petro Gazz Angels coming into this conference?
Based on what I heard sa mga players, they're really liking the transition from Coach Oliver to Coach Timmy Santo Tomas because he's a very technical coach. Very easy to understand, straight to the point yung mga instructions niya. And yung in terms of system naman, hindi talaga nagkakalayo kasi they were under Ateneo for a very long time sa Ateneo Volleyball program. And seeing them together, parang nag-reminisce talaga ako ng mga Ateneo days ko eh. And hindi naman bago si Coach Timmy Santo Tomas for Petro Gazz Angels kasi he was promoted from assistant to head coach. And si Coach Oliver Almadro naman from head coach to program director or head of volleyball operations.
So those two have been working together for quite some time. Dating back to their Ateneo men's volleyball days. They brought championships, which you were a part of back then. Meanwhile, off of that break, Galeries Tower unable to get a point. So now, lead is back up to 8. Masangkay goes to Paran. Sent back. And nobody home for the Highrisers to pick it up.
And everything is going well for the Petro Gazz Angels. And for the Galeries naman, siguro hindi naman lumalabas yung inexperience nila, pero yung gelling lang nila as a team. Lumalabas talaga na yung Petro Gazz, they trained with each other for a very long time na compared to the Galeries.
The chemistry is very much present for the Petro Gazz Angels, and Soltones continues to add points on the board for the Angels.
It's now a 10-point lead for the Angels.
She is leading the way with 6 points here in the opening set.
Oh, a short serve from Cheng.
That is the second service error. A third service error rather for the Petro Gazz Angels, which have given 3 points to the ladies in blue. Paran with a serve. Cheng looks ahead, goes to Palma. A drop ball. It's kept alive. The red shirts will try. Masangkay. Highrisers scrambling for the ball. Soltones with a push. Angeles bumps it. Doromal goes up. And she scores off the block.
That looked like a beach volleyball move or a beach volleyball spike from Doromal, finding the hand of the blocker, swiping it out. And a very smart play to end the rally for Doromal.
How is the adjustment playing in beach volleyball na iba syempre yung sand medyo mas mabigat, but then coming back to indoor, do you feel lighter coming back to indoor because of that?
Actually, I'm not really a beach volleyball player, pero I tried playing beach volleyball and it's a completely different sport. I mean, hindi ka madadalian sa transition kasi iba yung approach, iba yung style, iba yung system. So, maninibago ka talaga. So, mahirap ipagsabay ang beach volleyball and indoor volleyball.
Yeah, that's
it's a
why
huge challenge.
So a couple of our beach volleyball players, si Cici, Rondina, and Bernadette Pons, did their transition in the last conference. Meanwhile, an ace from Paran a while ago, and then the powerful spike from Soltones. Change in middle blockers for Coach Lerma as Marzan steps out. And Esguerra will check in, one of those players that played for Jerflor last conference. 17 serving 9. Aguilar. Cheng back sets. Aizo Pontillas puts it in.
Aiza Pontillas seeing a wide open down the line hit. Sobrang bukas for Maizo Pontillas. Grabe talaga yung experience na binibigay ni Aiza dito sa kanyang team.
Another save for Petro Gazz. Solo block for Esguerra. Sabete tries. Denied entry once again. Third try. Wala pa rin. Aguilar. Cross court. Picked up by Barbon. Maizo Pontillas with a drop. Both teams searching for that point in this rally. And Sabete was flat on that attack.
And I think they're gonna challenge the call. They're looking for a check ball.
One of the long rallies that we've had here in the opening set. And the attack from Sabete will be challenged. It was originally called out. But they will see if somebody touched it from the side of Galeries Tower.
Biglang mong tulakan dun sa dulo, ha?
Coach Timothy Santo Tomas just giving a few instructions.
So far, this is a calm Timothy Santo Tomas. I know him very well. Without Coach Timmy, I wouldn't be a volleyball player. He's the one who recruited me to play volleyball.
Also played for the Ateneo
Yes.
Blue Eagles back in the day, and
clearly touch ball, block touch for Sabete.
So it's successful, which they expected when they challenged that goal. They were very confident, and it's now a 10-point lead, the biggest in the game so far. 19 serving 9.
And Gretzel with 7 points already just in the first set.
Carrying the scoring for her team. As well as Maizo Pontillas.
And Petro Gazz really has a lot of ammunition. And ang dami nilang bala eh. They have really agile and powerful spikers, smart spikers. And kanina yung rally, I was just watching Cheng. Kasi sobrang parang basic lang sa kanya eh. Parang sobrang chill lang siya maglaro. Kumbaga sa NBA para siyang Luka Doncic.
Medyo parang effortless when she distributes the ball. Right?
Pero yung teammates niya sobrang athletic, sobrang bibilis. So ang ganda talaga ng combination ng lineup nitong Petro Gazz.
And I guess it goes both ways, knowing that she has those attackers. Mas kumpiyansa siya to be a playmaker for Petro Gazz. Goes to Sabete this time. And the donut hole in the middle. As Sabete scores her first point. Or second point rather.
And pag makita mo kasi pa-approach na si Sabete, talagang anticipate mo na talaga yung palo niyang malakas. And that drop ball, really parang nasira yung defense pattern nitong Galeries.
She is known for those powerful spikes. Ipak. At the best first ball, and it is sent back.
And it's the blocking doing damage for the Petro Gazz. Wala silang pinapalusot.
They have the height
Once in that run.
You have the height in Musa and Palma. You have Sabete who can jump high, and a timeout called by the Galeries Highrisers.
Malalaki ang blocker, hindi tayo pwedeng pumalo. Roma, hindi tayo pwedeng pumalo ng diretso lang, hindi tayo pwedeng pumalo ng diretso lang. Pag-angat ninyo, kaliwa kanan, pa-check ball, okay? Hindi pwede yung palo lang tayo ng palo. Nakadepensa nga tayo, tapos wala naman tayong opensa. Di ba? Eh, sadyay natin.
Don't dive in. When you're blocking, you're diving in. Just take a step and go straight. If you dive in, that's when you get the touch out.
Simulan natin.
Speed sa palo, tayo, speed.
And then drops also. You have to watch. They're going to drop balls sometimes.
Butas yung gitna natin.
Yeah. Don't just hit. Yeah.
Usap. Hey! Highriser! Bawi lang, bawi. Malayo pa yan.
Timeout called by Coach Lerma Hiron, where we last saw her. First, she was the head coach for the Adamson Lady Falcons, Soaring Falcons, in season 84, and then assistant coach for the UST Golden Tigresses, and now leading the way as the second female coach in the pros. She mentioned dun sa timeout, Rex, na okay naman yung defense nila, it's just that they can't translate it into offense.
And to solve their problems, all they need to add also is communication. Kasi you can solve that, yung mga minor problems nyo with just communication.
And look who's back. Dimdim Pacles checks in for the first time for the Galeries Highrisers. It's been a while since we last saw her in the Premier Volleyball League. And buena mano, just when she entered, nag-service error itong Petro Gazz Angels. And she will get her first crack at this play.
And ako, I missed watching Dimdim Pacres play.
The crowd did, no? Nung magsasub na siya, they were cheering here inside the big dome. Sabete. Popped up by Angeles. Pacres. Free ball given up. Outside.
Masyadong bitin yung set ni Dimdim Pacres that time.
So Petro Gazz reaches set point with a comfortable advantage, 24-11. And it's Maizo Pontillas on deck to serve. Better first ball. Ipak with a running attack. Cheng goes to Soltones for the finish.
Wow. And Gretzel Soltones, as usual, in her best attacker role, ending the set, the first set for the Petro Gazz Angels.
A bit of a light work for Petro Gazz. Back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, you're still catching the action on Pilipinas Live, One Sports, and on One Sports Plus. Petro Gazz Angels taking set number 1 over the Galeries Highrisers in just 21 minutes. Dahil kanina pa nila hinihintay, they were warming up early for this match. Your thoughts on that set 1 win for the Angels, Rex?
In that set 1 win for the Petro Gazz Angels, it was clearly dominating win for them kasi lumabas talaga yung experience and yung chemistry nila all throughout these years compared to the 1-month preparation of the Galeries Highrisers. And siguro in that first set for the Galeries, they just have to brush that first game jitters kasi there are lots of players who parang nakabalik sila after many years, not just months from playing. So a couple of them parang many years pa bago nakalaro ulit. And as we see, in terms of attacking, it was a huge difference. 13-5 for the Petro Gazz, blocking 2-0. Pero sa aces, they scored 1 compared to 0 of Petro Gazz, and it was also the errors, the 10 errors for the Galleries, and compared to the 5 of Petro Gazz.
Oh, some early birthing pains para sa Galeries Highrisers. Their first action on the court lasted 21 minutes. And they lost set number 1 against the Petro Gazz Angels. But we saw some bright spots, no? Yung pagpasok ni Demi Pacres, of course,
Yeah.
in the game. It's so nice to see her back on the floor, and also Audrey Paran getting that service ace a while ago. So it will take some time. Patience will be needed as they progress here in the Premier Volleyball League.
Yes, and although it was a blowout for set loss, the game is still not yet over kasi they can easily bounce back from this. Siyempre, this is a new team kaso these are very experienced players.
Kumbaga, pagpag lang muna, no?
Oo, pagpag. Parang first game jitters.
Oh.
Pawis na ngayon, pawis na lahat, both teams.
Wewe Medina also part of the
Wewe
coaching
Medina.
staff. Kilala mo rin yan? You've played with him?
And actually, both of my teammates, Spikers Turf, are here. Wewe Medina for the Galeries and Vince Mangolabnan also for Petro Gazz.
And we have Rex Intal in the broadcast panel. Diba? Kompleto kayo dito.
Yeah, so it's nice to see all of my teammates, colleagues progressing also in their careers in volleyball.
Right. Dip Yanko alongside Rex Intal covering this match. And Sam Corrales giving us the reports from the sidelines. Set number 2 underway. High ball. It's back with Petro Gazz. Barbon gives it to Maizo Pontillas. Nabitin. Oh, and there's a touch. It's playable. It's still good. Angeles goes to Paran. Audrey. Soltones to the approach and the drop.
And so far, yung Petro Gazz Angels been gunning for the drop ball, and it's been very effective for them kasi nasisira yung defense pattern nitong Galleries. And like what I said earlier, kapag nakikita mo approach si Soltones, si Sabete, talagang anticipate mo talaga a very strong hit from them.
If you're so used to seeing them smash that ball, talagang aabangan mo yung mga malakas na spikes. But Soltones changing things up and then getting an ace to put Petro Gazz up by 2. Masangkay goes to Doromal. That is inside for Doromal as we send this to Sam Corrales for this report. Sam?
It looks like the team building of the Petro Gazz Angels are paying off after a dominant first set. Now, Gretchen Soltones told me that this is something that they have been working on during the off-season, having a strong and solid connection. Despite being experienced veterans, the Angels had a team building on Sunday where they solved problems and reflected as a team. Sabi nga niya, mahirap talunin ang champion kapag matagal na ang samahan. Kaya naman, it's also worth noting that Gretch has been teammates with a couple of newcomers like Rania Musa, and they have been in touch as friends ever since college. So with a long conference ahead, let's see how they build that chemistry up until the end. Now, don't forget to download and subscribe to the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos. Back to the panel and this time.
Thank you, Sam, for that report. Well, if you have new players in your team, no matter how long you've been playing with the others, kailangan pa rin ng team building to get to know each other. Of course, you have other players that are joining in the system.
Yeah, and napansin ko, ewan ko sa amin lang to pero may mga liga kami na hindi kami nag-team building. Compared sa nag-team building kami, mas buo talaga kami after, mas connected kami, mas family ba?
Yeah.
So,
iba rin kasi yung chemistry that you build outside the court, off court, aside from training. So there was a challenge that is successful for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. They asked for a net touch, and clearly there was one. So now it's a tied game at 2 apiece. So ano yung mga may favorite na team building ka ba with your teams? Parang may naiisip ka atang team building na talagang you guys got along pretty well. Or anong team na lang yan? I don't have to go into specifics.
Siyempre, we only have 2 teams at Ateneo and Signal. Pero yung mga memories kasi na yun, hindi safe sabihin dito.
For Ateneo and
yeah.
Signal. But I mean, that led to championships, right? So obviously you guys had great bonding. And Petro Gazz is trying to do the same as they enter this conference to bounce back from their 9th place finish in the Invitationals. Aizo Antillas. And you've been mentioning that drop ball. Why fix it if it ain't broke for Petro Gazz?
Yes, and actually, that time around, hindi na yung blockers yung at fault here. Yung defense pattern kasi masyado na naka-atras yung defense dito sa zone 5. Kaya sobrang butas na kung i-drop ball.
So, couple of straight points for the Angels. They go to Esguera, but Cheng was there. Palma, yung nag-set. And there's a double contact for Remy Palma. Thought she could get away with that one. Always a joy to watch ito si Remy Palma. And Esguera serving for the Highrisers. Cheng goes to Musa.
Oh, good save.
Naiangat. Sultones from the back row. Masangkay back set, switches to Doromal. Coverage was there. Aguilar ulit. Easy pickings for Sultones. Maizo Puentillas cross court. And it's wide.
And it's now the Galeries Tower enjoying the errors of Petro Gazz Angels. It's now a 4-point lead.
Much better start for the Highrisers as they tie this one up once again at 4-all.
And sa Petro Gazz naman, more unforced errors for them.
Sapete. Second serving for Petro Gazz. 1-2 play works.
The smart play for Cheng.
Just so composed. Ay, parang hindi mo talaga mababasa kaya niya gagawin yun.
Petro Gazz is looking like a really scary team right now kasi all of their spikers are working. Yung blocking nila gumagana and may mga 1-2 play si Cheng na gano'n. So ang dami mong iisipin talaga kung Galeries High Towers ka. Highrisers, sorry.
So again, back-to-back points for Petro Gazz after Galeries Tower tied this game up. Masangkay goes to Ipak, and that drops for Julia Ipak.
And that was a lucky hit for Ipak. Not the strongest of hits, pero with that deflection, went straight to the donut hole.
That was her first point of the match. Julia Ipak, coming from Petro Gazz actually, previously played for them this year. Sabete, straight to Paran, and a point for the Angels.
Yes, that was too strong for Paran. She actually was there already, kaso it was too fast and too strong for her.
7 serving 5. Sabete is on deck. Masangkay goes to Ipak. Tried to go far. Naabot ng Petro Gazz. And that's still good. Masangkay goes back to Ipak. And down it goes for Julia Ipak.
And back-to-back points for the middle blocker, Julia Ipak. And it's now just a 1-point lead for Petro Gazz Angels.
Masangkay trying to build her confidence in this set. Rap Aguilar with a serve. Cheng inangat kay Soltones. And she answers right back.
And as expected, with that approach, a very high hit, high and strong hit for Soltones.
Soltones now has 11 points in the game. We're only in the second set, by the way. Musa with that serve.
And Masangkay has been going to Ipak for the last three sets, so it's 3 points.
She will head to the service line with her team down by 1. Cheng. Oops, to Palma. Too close to the net was Remy Palma, and another deadlock here in set number 2.
The set was too close to the net nga, kaya she just tried to adjust. Kaso tumama nga yung fingers niya sa white tape of the net.
8-all is the score. Ipak targeting Soltones. Cheng going back to Getchel, and that is outside. So lead swings back to the Highrisers. Nine serving 8. Cheng goes to Palma. Coverage is there for Ipak. Aguilar from the back. And that's another point for the Highrisers.
And we have a very different second set here for the Galeries Tower. Iba na yung body language nila. Everyone's enjoying now. Ito yung sinasabi natin na both teams pawis na. So, medyo mas even ball match.
And this is what you were saying also, na hindi porket malaki yung lamang ng Petro Gazz as Julia Ipak gets a service ace. She is on a roll here in set number 2. Hindi porket malaki yung agwat in set number 1. That will be the same for the rest of the sets. I mean, Galeries Tower is now up by 3.
As long as you keep playing on your high level, kapag yung kabilang team bumaba yung level nila, you have a very huge chance of winning.
That's what's happening here in set number 2. Free ball given up. Let's see how Petro Gazz will respond. Palma! It's wide! And 4 straight points for Galeries. 6 straight points for Galeries Tower Highrisers. And this run continues, which is why Coach Timothy Santo Tomas will make his first change. Casey Galdones will enter the game, replacing Remy Palma. Ipak enjoying her time at the service line. 6-0 run. Cheng tosses it to Soltones.
That was a check ball, hitting the hands of the middle blockers of middle blocker of Galeries.
And the teammates of Anne Esguerra double checking. Talaga bang natamaan mo? She admitted it. Meron talaga. Clear.
Oh.
And this time, Petro Gazz will be the one to get that service ace.
Was too far for Esguerra, starting with a misreceive.
That one courtesy of Janelle Cheng. 10-12 is the score. Masangkay goes middle to Esguerra.
Oh, nice save from Sabete.
Play continues. Masangkay tosses it to Paran. It's short but saved nonetheless. Great effort from the Highrisers. Maizo Pontillas. Aguilar was there. Goes quick. Katindig for the coverage. Back and forth we go. And Galdones gets the best.
Very quick reaction there from Casey Galdones. If you saw, dalawang beses siya nag-block doon.
She had the last say in that rally. She announces her entry to the game with that point. So after that 6-0 run, Petro Gazz responding with 3 straight points to cut the lead down to 1. Masangkay tuparan. Audrey getting the point. And Galeries Tower sent.
Nandito naman yan, tumulong kayo na nandito. Sino frontline ngayon? Oh, tumulong kayo. Roma, ikaw, pag pumapalo, nandito ka ha. Stick to the system. Pattern tayo. Tulungan tayo. Pag nandun na kayo, easy. Ay, huwag tayong tumigil. Ang daming short ball na ano sa atin.
Kahit up lang, hindi malakas kayo. Hold nyo pag may tip ball. Tip.
Then, try natin kung atake tayo. No? Ito, dulo. Sa atake. Ito, pakinin natin ha. Dulo. Again, yung device.
Welcome back. You are still watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Now we've got the Petro Gazz Angels and the Galeries Highrisers. Now we have a special feature called V-Reel, and let's find out what it is like in the views up over there, the high-level views. So the Highrisers were welcomed with open arms by the team owners in a special event just for them. Now here you could see them all glammed up, and we are absolutely loving the energy that we are seeing on that special feature. Now the newest squad hopes to make a lot of noise this conference. Let's go back to the game.
What a way to welcome the Galeries Tower Highrisers, all glammed up. Kailangan nila yun to have a night of fun before the games start. And right now, they have a 2-point advantage over the Petro Gazz Angels.
Nung all glammed up sila, they looked like they really had a good time.
Yeah.
And it shows ngayon with their body language, a very positive one for the Galeries Tower, the second set.
Masangkay has been the main setter after coming off the bench for Coach Lerma. Hiron. But Soltones responds after that technical timeout.
And we're going to see a lot more of that from Soltones throughout this game. A strong down-the-line hit straight to the libero of the Galeries.
Just 1 point behind Toromal. Coverage. Good save by Aguilar. Cheng. A bit low for Maizo Pontillas. Chance for the Highrisers, but sent back by Casey Galdones.
That was too easy for Casey Galdones. She was just waiting for that block to come, for that ball to come to her hands.
Look at this play. Read that perfectly. Talagang sinundan yung bola, and again the cheers for Dimi Pacres as she enters once again. Tough set, Paran.
Oh, that was too low.
Tried to make do with that play. Aguilar for the pickup. Pinalik kay Audrey. Set back. And Galdones has been a great wall for the Petro Gazz Angels.
And it's been the middle blockers doing damage. Kanina, at the start of the second set, it was Ipak, and now it's Galdones answering right back for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Petro Gazz retakes the lead here in set number 2. Esguera. What a dig by Barbon. Second try. And that one works for Ann Esguera. Persistence paying off on the part of Galeries Tower.
And we have Audrey Paran, who came from Army, and I believe she just finished her military service for Army. I think mga 6 or 8 months din yun.
That is a long time. And for them to, of course, balance that with playing volleyball, just a heck of a job for these ladies. Meanwhile, Angels retake the lead. 15-14, Galdones, a spark plug off the bench para kay Coach Timothy Santo Tomas. Backness. Denied on her first attempt. Two-point lead for the Angels. Masangkay goes to Esguera, popped up by Soltones. Musa, checked by Esguera. Paran with a save. Masangkay goes to Pacres. The tip. It's kept alive. Cheng goes to Maizo Pontillas. Paran with great floor defense. Aguilar with a tough shot. That was a tough angle.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was a lucky shot kasi it looked like a miss hit from Aguilar. Parang nag-flat ball eh. Walang spin from that ball.
And you know, alam mo based sa reaction ng player if sinadya nila yun or hindi. Highrisers down by 1.
Yung mga ganong bola yung mahirap basahin. So.
Kasi hindi mo talaga ini-expect na mangyayari yun. Oh, Sabete taking that point back. Flying over the blockers of the Highrisers.
That was the perfect term. She was flying. She soared for that ball.
Maizo Pontillas will serve. Masangkay goes to Pacres. Demi. And that's a point. There was a check. They will challenge that one. Trying to take away what could be the first point of Pacres in quite a while. I think it's been 4 years since we last saw her.
Yeah, 2019 yung last time.
Part ng pala eh. Nakita mo kahit sila hindi na alam na kung saan pupunta yung bola. Basta tinatamaan lang nila. So dapat ready lang galaw ng galaw. Ha?
So block touch challenge for the Petro Gazz Angels. They are saying that nobody touched that attack from Pacres.
Nakita mo na nag-aabang na yung nag-aabang na yung setter na ibigay sa quick tsaka transition.
But a much tighter set here in the second frame. Tignan natin yun. Ooh.
Wala mukhang.
Yep, that looked clean.
Yeah. Pacres was really gunning for the check ball. As in, pa-check talaga yung palo na yan. Sadly, that time. But, may challenges na.
Kaka-counter itong Galeries Tower Highrisers. They will... Well, they saw the replay already. And they're asking for a net touch. Although, we also saw the ball. Yung atake ni Pacres hit the net. So, we don't know if that's the only thing that caused the net to shake and move. But we will see a different angle. Hopefully, that will show kung tumama ba yung blocker ng Petro Gazz Angels into the net. But a much closer set here in the second one. Rex, what are you seeing from the side of the Highrisers na tamang ginagawa nila compared to the first one?
Compared to the first set, kasi nandun talaga yung parang first game jitters nila or kapaan pa. Pero ngayon, they're enjoying the game more. They're smiling. Ang ganda ng body language nila. And it shows with just a 2-point deficit compared to the first set. If they just continue this, who knows what can happen.
Who will get this point, though? That is the question. We are waiting to answer based on the replays. A counter challenge called by Coach Lerma and Coach Godfrey.
Daisy, relax lang ha. Para, ano lang, relax lang. Nasa sa'yo yung discarte.
You like the discussion from these players. That's what they are talking about. Fen Emnas, she was high on the communication of this team, sabi nila lahat daw nakaka-voice out ng kanilang concerns, whatever they need to work on the court. And look at this, everyone is just able to talk on the floor.
Siguro it's one of the positive things of having a very new team. Kasi wala pang seniority, wala pang... parang everyone can contribute.
Yeah.
Parang everyone's a rookie. Everyone started from zero with this team.
So net touch is what we're trying to check from the attack of Pacres. Oh, that is close.
Actually, it's very difficult to see kasi naka-black arm sleeves eh. No?
Pero dahil nga umusok na rin yung net.
A very good counter challenge for the Galeries, and this was what Coach Okumo was bargaining earlier.
And just like that, they're down by just 1 point. Once again, Pacres on deck to serve.
Whoa.
Cheng, upset to Musa. And tied ball game at 17-all after that point for the Highrisers.
And it all started with a very strong serve from Demi Pacres. Actually, siya yung crowd favorite ngayon eh.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd of Galeries Tower right behind us, and she gets an ace. Welcome back to the volleyball scene, Demi Pacres. And she gets the lead for the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Actually, that really is a very strong serve from her. If you would see, nasa dulo na siya ng basketball court ata eh. And ang bigat talaga ng hampas niya sa bola, leading, sometimes nag-float pa yung bola. And
let's see what Petro Gazz will do here. Katindig pops it up, Masangkay goes to Pacres. Oh! What a play! Just when you thought that she was gonna go all power, binitin.
oh, she had the blockers fooled right there. Both of the blockers jumped. Todong-todo yung talon, and it was a perfect drop ball for Demi Pacres.
She is hyped up, back-to-back points for Pacres. So, naubusan lang dun.
That time around, nag-iba yung contact niya sa bola. Going under the net.
It happens, it happens.
It happens.
18 serving 19. It will be Jonas Sabete on the side of the Angels trying to tie this game up. Masangkay to Aguilar. Aguilar.
What a hit by Rahab Aguilar, giving them a 2-point lead. And see how she used the blockers. The blockers were there, pero pinatama lang niya talaga sa gilid, changing the direction of the ball. Kaya hindi na nakuha ng libero na Petro Gazz.
Chisait will enter the game, replacing Janelle Cheng. So the vets are out to play. Marian Buitre also on the floor for Petro Gazz. Coach Timmy forced to shuffle his players here in the second set.
Yes, and we all know that Petro Gazz has a very deep bench. Kahit sino, dukudin mo dyan, gagawa at gagawa talaga.
Rap Aguilar will serve 20-18. Short serve, Barbon was able to pick it up. Sabete. Good save by Katindig. It's back with the red shirts. Pacres with the first ball. Second serving. Demi was there again for the pickup. Pero hindi na inabot as Petro Gazz gets that hard-earned point.
Now serving Rania Musa.
19-20 is the score. Masangkay sets up Paran and Audrey. Coverage is there for the Angels. Another chance, a bit low. Sabete, nag-alangan, Buitre. Tough angle, and it's short.
And yes, it was a really difficult and tough angle for Buitre. And Coach Demi Santo Tomas, that looks like a very familiar reaction.
Sabi mo kasi kanina, wala to.
Chill pa siya
very
kanina.
calm, Coach Timmy. Pero ngayon,
Ang pinaka nakakatakot ng Coach Timmy Santo Tomas, yung nakaupo na ng Coach Timmy Santo Tomas.
hintayin natin kung gagawin niya yun. Ipak saves it. Free ball. Sabete. Saed. Galdones with that connection.
And a good short running hit from Casey Galdones. Dito, iniwasan niya talaga and pinatama niya sa blocker. Now it's just a 1-point lead for the Galleries.
Both teams now at the 20-point mark. Petro Gazz, a quick stint for Chi Saet. They're behind by 1 point. Janelle Cheng had that service ace a while ago
Now serving Giselle Chen.
in set number 1. Sangkay goes middle. Aguilar with the coverage. Paran. Too long.
And we have a challenge, a block touch.
We are approaching the latter part of this set. So every point counts. And this is also a chance for Coach Lerma to regroup. Because remember, we only have 1 timeout each per team. So you have to be strategic.
Ate, nasa kanila yung pressure kasi tayo lagi na una eh. So, wala take advantage, ha? Ganun lang. Ako magaling.
Parang lang half kumbate lang ng kumbate ha. Nandito kami sa likod sa inyo.
Yun!
Para kay Baka.
Basta, so, palo ka lang, may coverage.
So tiwala lang tayo sa
Baby,
isa't isa.
papaluin mo talaga. Bawal.
Pagtiwala mo tayo sa sarili natin. Pakalawan mo ba?
Kasi yung defense. Nabagal yung ulo sila, so yan natin. Parang, sorry. Parang take advantage. Take advantage siya kung nabagal na sila.
Yes. Tara.
Oh, we just heard that very fun huddle of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. And there's indeed a block touch. Going back to that huddle habang nag-challenge, Rex. How important is it that ganun kayo mag-uusap as teammates? You see the energy, even Masangkay responding. Kahit nahalo natatawa siya, di ba? But you see that they are very positive this set.
In that huddle, everyone pitched in, everyone had something to say. And sa huddle kasi na yun,
Now serving AC Masangkay.
Masangkay will serve. Soltones popped up by Aguilar. Chance for the Highrisers. It's back with the blue shirts. Oh, kakatayo lang ulit ni Paran. Falls down once again. And Soltones able to take advantage.
and Soltones ready with 14 points.
Looks like they will go to her at the latter part of this set. Barbon, Maizo Pontillas. Pacres with the attack. That is outside.
Yeah, and this is going to be the challenge for the Galleries kasi their main hitter or yung most effective spiker nila this set was Ipak, and Ipak is currently in the bench, so someone has to step up for the Galleries.
22 all here in set number 2. This has been the closest so far. Pacres, Barbon. Cheng tried to hurry. Paran. Down it goes for Audrey Paran. attacking the blockers of Petro Gazz Angels.
And just when they needed it most, Audrey Paran converting for the Galleries. That must have felt good for Audrey.
Timeout called by Coach Timothy Santo Tomas.
Dalawang kilid. Okay? So, 3 spikers tayo. At Chenky. Hindi, lahat na pumupunta sa open, ha? So, open si Casey. So, pag maganda yung receive, okay lang mag-iwan sa kanya. Okay? So, ready ka. Okay? Hingi mo yung bola. Okay? So, yun lang. Kailangan natin sa magandang pasa.
Sorry, bawi ako
Okay?
sa dami. Wala yun! Forget about it!
Just a few reminders from Coach Timothy Santo Tomas in that last timeout.
And sabi nga ni Gretzel Sotones, just forget about it.
Forget about it.
Kalimutan natin yun. Just focus on the next point and focus on winning this set.
Yeah, that's the best they could do here as they find themselves down by 1 point, right within distance. But Galeries Tower Highrisers are eager to get their first set here in the PVL. Maizo Pontillas has other plans in mind.
And Maizo Pontillas tying the score at 23. And when in doubt, you can always go to your veteran players.
This is where the experience of Petro Gazz can be used to their advantage. At ka-counter timeout naman si Coach Lerma Hiron as we listen in.
Oo. Ipatong mo to, pero pumasok ka. Okay, anong play yun? Play 1 o play 4 tayo. If ever makakuha ka ng 2 blocker, Dean, ready ka. Huwag mo naman kabigil sa ganun. Okay? Pakagatin mo dito. Han, nasa sa yan. Dapat pumasok ka para...
Para kung bibid na. Huwag manggigil. Hey, see!
Kung kaya mong baluin na mabilis.
Huwag ka matakot ma-block.
Nakuha mo.
Pero simulan niyo, pasa muna yan. Pasa. Di na
Pasok na tayo.
Let's go!
Emergency, out of system tayo, coverage
Let's
tayo.
go! Hey, Riser! Laban natin!
Timeout called by the Highrisers. They have a specific play that Coach Lerma wants them to execute. Let's see if they will be able to do it. But first, Casey Galdones will be the one to serve. She's got 5 points off the bench. Oh,
Serve.
broken play. Cheng. Back sets Maizo Pontillas. Oh, and Aguilar touching the net. And no, she won't contest.
That was a crucial error for Aguilar.
Binitin tayo dun sa replay na yan, but there's a net touch challenge. We will have to wait and see via that slow-mo.
And at 23 all, tinignan ko kung kanino bibigay ni Cheng. It was Maizo Pontillas again. Makikita mo talaga yung pagka-veteran sa kanya eh.
Okay.
Pero,
Just unfortunate for Galeries who had
guys, pasa muna.
something in mind. Kaso yung first ball nahirapan yung salo ni Audrey. And credit that to the service of Casey Galdones.
Halaga yan.
But this will be huge because if this will stay. Oh, there seems to be a net touch on Rap Aguilar. So
Yeah.
Petro Gazz will go up to 24 points, and they are now at set point.
And that was a missed opportunity for the Galleries. It all started with a missed reception.
Who will they go to? But first, they need a good first ball. Galdones serves. Paran. Masangkay goes to Pacres. And she ties this game up.
And Pacres using the hands of the blockers. Actually, yan yung mahirap kapag mababa lang yung contact ng bola or mababa lang yung pupuntahan ng bola and then ang taas ng block mo. Ang tendency niyan kasi tatalsik yung bola. So usually, kailangan binabasa mo talaga yung spikers mo. Kapag mataas yung contact or mababa yung reach. Kapag mababa lang yung reach, kailangan timing lang na mababa lang din yung block.
And service specialist Carly Hernandez enters the game for the first time. Oh! Costly error.
It happens, it happens. But good thing for Galeries, it's not the end of the set yet. They still have a chance.
Aiza Puntillas with an all-important serve. Masangkay goes middle to Ipak. Chance here for Petro Gazz. Sabete. Oh, it's still kept alive. Katindig with a high free ball. Cheng to Musa for the finish. And she scores off the block to give Petro Gazz a 2-set advantage.
But still, what an amazing run from the Galeries. Having Petro Gazz Angels at the edge of their seats. Munti ka na. Just konti na.
Hi, I'm Fen Emnas.
I'm Isa Jimenez.
And we're from Galeries Highrisers. We're from last PVL teams. Nagbubuo lang kami and thankful kami at nakahanap kami ng bagong tahanan. Grateful sa opportunity again na mabigyan ng chance para makapaglaro sa mataas na liga natin here in the Philippines. Kilala nyo na din kami. Familiar faces and may mga magka-comeback din.
Actually, nakaka-pressure talaga yung mangyayari. Kailangan namin lagi mag-double time. Every training, talagang ginigain na po namin yung confidence namin. Thankful naman kami kasi lahat ng coaches namin talagang nakafocus sa amin.
Sobrang halaga ng opportunity na to na binigyan ng chance kasi gusto ko pa mapakita yung kaya ko. And syempre, blessing yun eh. So, thankful talaga ako sa lahat ng nangyayari.
Masaya, syempre, kasi hinintay ko to. Ito, magkakaroon ng playing time. Unang-una, syempre, bagong team. Tapos kami agad yung unang pinagkatiwalaan. So, kailangan yung tiwala na yun. Talagang ma-prove namin sa kanila na deserving kami, na kami yung kinuha nila sa team na to.
Bilang isa sa mga veterana sa team na to, ang gusto lang namin maipakita is yung passion namin sa volleyball. Kasi yun makikita na as one kami, kung ano yung maibubuo namin.
Back inside the Smart Arneta Coliseum, and we are still being watched on Pilipinas Live on One Sports and One Sports Plus. Set number 2 was longer than set number 1 because Galeries Highrisers kept it close. And let's break it down, Rex, as we take a look at what happened in that set. You mentioned that yung first set talaga was a lot of feeling out for them. But in the end, Petro Gazz prevailed in getting that set number 2.
Petro Gazz was a bit shaky sa start na makita mo yung complacency maybe because it was a huge blowout first set win from them. Pero for the Galeries naman, it was Julian Ipak making damage and answering right back was yun nga, we see lots of highlights of Casey Galdones and there were contributions from Audrey Paran and Demi Pacres, kaso binitin nga lang, kinulang with those untimely errors at the latter part of the set.
Those errors that you mentioned, the service error towards the end, and then also yung net violation.
Maganda na ang pinakita ng Galeries Tower because in terms of attacking, hindi na nagkakalayo. It's 14-13 and sa blocking dito, 6 for Petro Gazz and none for the Galleries. So this is a department that they have to improve on in this coming set.
It's just that grabe yung blocking na pinakita ng Petro Gazz Angels. Domination on their part, 6-0 kumpara sa Galeries Tower Highrisers, as they were the ones who towered over them. Casey Galdones played a huge role off the bench para kay Coach Timothy Santo Tomas. Well, that was a good substitution for him in that play.
And also in terms of opponent errors, it was a better set for unforced errors. It was a better set for Galeries kasi they only had 4 compared to the 9 of Petro Gazz.
We begin set number 3. Dip Dipiaco alongside Rex Intal covering this match with Sam Corrales as our courtside reporter. And thank you for joining us for our coverage here of the PVL 2023 second All-Filipino Conference. It's the third and final match of this Tuesday game day. And Galeries, in their debut, playing much better in the second set. Let's see what they will do here in the third. Katindig bumps it to Paran. Soltones. Cross court and a point.
And that was Gretzel going over the block. If you see yung wrist action niya, yung swing, nasa taas talaga eh. Really going parang sa taas mismo ng kamay. Parang ibabaw na eh.
Esquera, that one drops for Ann Esquera. First point for the Highrisers in set number 3. Audrey Paran will be the one to serve. Cheng goes to Galdones. Masangkay, back sets, Pacres with the attack. Barbon with a dig. Soltones, soft touch. And Galdones just reaching for it and getting the point for Petro Gazz.
Quick reaction for Galdones, who's been consistent all throughout the game in terms of blocking and hitting.
He's playing so well off the bench. As we take a look at the leading scorers for both teams.
And parang makikita mo layo talaga. Wala pang go-to guy or go-to scorer ang Galeries Tower dahil ang leading scorer nila hindi pa starter. Si Demi Pacres with 4 points.
Oh, that one was saved and turned into a point for Petro Gazz. First, we listen to this report from Sam Corrales. Sam?
For the playmaker of the Galeries team, Captain Fen Emnas said that malaking tulong talaga that most of her teammates were already together in Jerflor and in Army in the last conference. Sabi niya na it saved them a lot of time in forming their chemistry. Now actually, in set 2, you can see them on the sidelines really huddling, cheering each other on as they had that mini run, but unfortunately, they were not able to close out that set. Now in their 1 month of preparation, they learned one thing, and that is patience. And for the technical side, they are now focusing on speed, both in attacking and setting. Now let's see if they can turn things around in this set, as I remind you to download and subscribe to the Pilipinas Live app for just 149 pesos a month. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Sam, for that report. Fen Emnas, of course, very confident with her team. And we mentioned na itong team nila, a lot of them actually played for Jerflor last conference. So medyo fresh pa yun that they were on the floor together playing at the same time.
I believe there were 6 players from Jerflor.
You see here, a scramble play for Highrisers. Pero napaganda pa.
Oh, a lucky break there for the Galleries with the help of the net.
Similar start to what happened in set number 2 when we were tied at 4-all. But you see the end set composure of Petro Gazz in set number 2. Despite being down.
Oh.
And
Galdones again. Blocking man yan, attacking. Galdones is ready to deliver.
She woke up on the right side of the bed today. Been ultra efficient with her attacks, with her defense as well. And she serves. Pacres, the tip. They go to Sabete. Jonah. That's kept alive. What a save from Katindig.
Oh,
But Musa ending it.
a very nice hit for Rania Musa.
Such a good option in addition for Petro Gazz to have her.
Yeah, and another weapon for Cheng. Kasi Galdones is working. Gumagana rin si Musa. So the middle blockers for Petro Gazz.
And then they really had to find players who will, of course, fill in the hole na iniwan ni MJ Phillips, right? 5 serving 6. Pacres. Sabete with the first ball. Cheng to Musa na abot. Aguilar will try. Cheng goes to Maizo Pontillas. Aguilar again, denied.
And the towers, kung may Galleries tower sila, may tower naman ng Petro Gazz with Rania Musa and Aiza Maizo Pontillas.
7 points on 7 attacks for Aiza Maizo Pontillas. They go back to Aguilar. Barbon picks it up. Sabete goes up. And it's a point for Jonas Sabete.
And now, Jonah Sabete giving them a 3-point lead. Parang ayaw na nila magpalamang ulit katulad ng second set wherein kailangan pa nilang habulin.
Yeah. Oh, they've definitely learned from set number 2 when it was very close. But the Galeries Tower Highrisers continuing to put on the points.
Napakamot na lang si Coach Temi and communication na lang yung makapag-solve ng problem doon kasi yun nga, meron pang medyo may miscommunication na nangyari sa floor defense.
Katindig with a save. Paran breaks the block.
So far, neck-to-neck game. And it's a great sight to see pa rin na this is a new team pero dumidikit siya sa Petro Gazz which is a champion ng 2022.
Reinforced conference. Runners-up in our first All-Filipino conference just earlier this year. So they're trying to prove that they belong.
Yeah, so after mag-debut ng lahat ng teams, parang masabi ko lang very unpredictable talaga tong conference.
Next led got their first win on their debut as well. Pacres, that is long.
And also it was Akari winning over F2 earlier.
Yes, in 5 sets. And then in the first game, the Cherry Tigo crossovers winning over the Farm Fresh Foxies in straight sets. But you also saw the fight from the Foxies there. Back to a 3-point lead, Sabete with the serve. Masangkay back sets. Cheng goes middle. Barbon with the coverage.
Oh.
1-2 read by Pacres. Paran had to adjust. Sabete. And that doesn't go over.
Hindi umahabot. Siguro konting puwersa pa. And the intention was there.
Yeah.
Execution lang na nabitin.
Ipak also able to provide that run at the start of the second set. Musa denied by Ann Esguerra.
Nabasa na ng Galeries Tower na at the start of this set, pinapagana talaga ni Cheng yung mga middle spikers niya.
Shutting it down.
Saradong sarado. And it was a double block for the Galeries.
Galeries Tower just 1 point behind. Soltones to the approach, the wind up, and that is a point for Gretzel Soltones. Another look at that attack for her 16th point of the match. Masangkay goes to Esguerra. That's inside for Ann Esguerra.
And a good find for Ann Esguerra. Walang tao talaga. And it's a 1-point lead for Petro Gazz. Still not a safe one for them.
That one trickles in. Galdones keeps it alive. Masangkay bumps it at the net. Still good. Petro Gazz with a chance. Cheng to Soltones and into the stands. The ball goes. Soltones with back-to-back points.
Yet again, another strong hit from Gretzel. The defenders were there, kaso it was too strong.
Make that a 3-point lead after the ace from Janelle Cheng, which sends us to the technical timeout. Petro Gazz up by 3. The Big Dome, the match still ongoing between the Petro Gazz Angels and the Galeries Tower Highrisers. The Angels, they're up 2-0, but Highrisers putting up a fight here on their first game in the Premier Volleyball League. Your assessment so far on the performance of the Highrisers?
For the Highrisers, they're continuously doing a fair job, not a really good job. Kasi, they still have lots of departments to improve on. Nandiyan yung blocking, we still have block to see for them. And yung scoring nila, wala pa silang go-to scorer.
Yeah. That is someone that they will develop siguro as the games pass.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Petro Gazz, they have a go-to girl in Gretzel Soltones, no doubt about that.
And she went cross-court the last 3 times, and those last 3 times, she converted a point for the Petro Gazz Angels.
14-10 is the score. Pacres. Met at the net, and Galdones has been making a living out of those tip-ins.
Ang dami na niyang tips to this game. And parang makikita mo talaga yung kung gaano ka-alert, kung gaano kabilis yung reaction niya. And perfect talaga na middle blocker siya.
I'm sure you know all about the timing needed for those tips. Point given to Petro Gazz. Somebody touched the ball twice, I think. Double contact.
Double contact violation.
I think Ann Esguerra wants to contest it. Yeah, this is...
She's pleading na wala daw. And counter challenge.
Crossing naman talaga. Medyo bumabagal ka na kasi pagbagsak mo. Hindi ka na makatras. Kanina ginagawa
Or is it footfall? I think the official is referring to number 2, meaning si Ann Esguerra.
I see.
Kailangan mag-activate pa rin tayo. Dati,
So,
kahit out of system,
let's see if she crossed the line.
pumapasok ka. Kailangan natin na middle.
So we correct ourselves with that. Oh, clearly.
That was a clear foot fault.
And she wasn't looking, so talagang hindi niya mapapansin yun.
And yung buong foot talaga sa
Unsuccessful challenge there. And point stands for Petro Gazz, with Cheng continuing to serve 16-10. And an ace for Janelle Cheng.
and everything's going in the Petro Gazz direction.
Masangkay goes middle to Esguerra. Cheng happy with that touch. Back set to Paran. Audrey. Barbon for the pickup. Soltones again. No off speed. What a save by Pacres. Maizo Pontillas. The dive by Katindig. And then the point for Demi Pacres.
Finally, Demi Pacres with that fast swipe. Pati siya natawa na lang sa point niya. Oh, there was a miscommunication there also for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Six-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels. Paran serving. Cheng goes to Maizo Pontillas, who finds the open spot.
Ito talaga yung advantage ng Petro Gazz compared sa Galeries Tower. Yung meron silang veteran, meron silang go-to scorer. And makikita mo yung Galeries Tower kasi kapag kada rally, they're scrambling for the ball.
Yeah.
Pero itong Petro Gazz, they're just chill. Simple lang kapag dumadaan kay Maizo or kay Cheng. Simple lang. Parang Luka Doncic talaga. Hindi na ako compare na talaga. Luka Doncic or who's this guy, the MVP? Nikola Jokic.
So meron na rin parang magic itong si Janelle Cheng. Able to distribute well. And we were talking about it that she knows na kailangan lang i-distribute yung ball because she's got the attackers on her side. She already knows how to distribute it. Meanwhile, sa Galeries Tower, unpredictable pa sino ang atake.
Pati for sure wala pang video scouting dito sa Galleries. Ito pa lang, itong first game.
Cheng pops it up. Maizo Pontillas again. Paran saves it. Ipa. Yes!
And the drop ball works for Ipak.
Hernandez back on the court to serve for the Highrisers.
Oh, good serve.
But a better attack for Aiza Montillas.
What a strong hit. And she's so ageless, no? Parang that hit, parang rookie pa lang or nagigil pa yung lakas eh.
Hindi nagde-deteriorate yung power, yung speed. We've been seeing that, and it is timeless. Galdones will serve 19-13.
Good serve.
Aguilar with a wind-up and the score.
And Aguilar squeezing in that down the line. And nilampasan si Maizo Pontillas. What a nice hit for Aguilar.
Cheng unable to get that properly. And it's just a 5-point lead. Let's see if Galeries Tower have some gas left in them. But as I say, that Bacres short on the serve. It's a light moment between her and Coach Lerma Hiron.
And it's a good sight to see, no, na walang pressure this first game. And even though nakaka-error sila, they're still in a good mood.
She heads back to the bench. But definitely a stint. And
yeah,
a great welcome back for Boom Bacres. Chisaet serves. Emnas also, after quite some time, is back, setting up Roman Doromal for that point.
And lots of drop balls happening. And nag-iiba talaga yung direction ng mga drop ball na yun. Natatapik or kahit konting tapik.
That one is outside. I think Aguilar might have injured herself on that service.
Mukhang either cramps or
could be cramps. Yeah, Grace Bombita set to check in. Let's see if matutuloy yung substitution na yan. 21-15 is the score. Emnas goes to Ipak. Buitre saves it. Soltones. Katindig with a bump. Doromal. Barbon bumps it. Soltones. Tough angle. Easy over. Saet goes back to Gretzel. It's still good. Nilipat sa kabila. Doromal with a save.
free ball.
The former teammate in NU giving up a free ball, but the attack from Marian Buitre ends it.
And what a play for the Petro Gazz Angels. Musa going to the running, suddenly changing directions, and it was Buitre with the kill.
The lead is up to 7 points for the Petro Gazz Angels, which forces Galeries Tower to call for time.
Hindi ka pa lumulutang, pinapalo mo na kagad yung bola eh. Pwede mo yung rhythm mo, okay?
The only thing that you're supposed to be in a hurry with is when we are setting the ball. That's when you should put speed. The rest of the things, we slow down. When you're running to save the ball, run on the ball, you slow it down. Yeah. Right? Don't use the same speed when you're running for the ball to play. Volleyball, the court is too small. With the speed that we are, it's like we're running a football pitch.
Pero hindi, gamble na natin. 20 na yan eh. Ikaw na yan.
Hey! Highrisers!
You heard the distribution of instructions between Coach Lerma and Coach Godfrey there, communicating with their team. We're down by 7 points as Sabete will be the one to serve. She's got 7 in the game. Good response from Roma Doromal. Sabi ni Coach Lerma dun, no? Pumapalo na siya bago pa siya lumutang. Definitely following instructions this time.
And we see Z Herbacio and Nicole Tiamzon Ang lalim talaga ng bench itong Petro Gazz, no?
Ipak with a serve. Soltones. Katindig. Oh! Short for Audrey Paran.
And we're just 2 points away.
You're right, it's a deep bench. You still have Tiamzon, Hervasio, Des Clemente, Tempiatura. Remy Palma also didn't have to go back because Galdones was playing well in this game. Meanwhile, Doromal, variation of that attack.
And as you see, a drop ball for Doromal. 2 straight points for her. Kaso a bit too late. With Petro Gazz leading by 6.
Saet goes to Soltones. Kept alive, Emnas. Barbon. Ipak saves it. Paran gusto bumawi, and she does so. And finally, we get to see Grace Bombita seeing action for the first time since that injury that prevented her to suit up for the Signal HD Spikers. This is what you like to see, players recovering and getting back on the court.
Yeah, and I remember yung injury nun, it happened right before the game.
Warm up, which sidelined her for the past 5 conferences. And let's see if they can mount a comeback late here in the third. Emnas. Offset. Saet goes middle. Emnas binigay kay Doromal. Saet wants to go back to Buitre. Paran with the approach. And that's a point for Audrey Paran. They are not giving up just yet.
Kaya pa yan, ha? 19-23.
Do you recall any scoreline na you guys were down?
Yeah, we were down in semifinals against Nemi, 18-23.
Nahabol ka rin yun.
Nahabol pa namin. And we eventually won that game in 5 sets.
So no lead is safe.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They go to Soltones. That's outside. Here come the Highrisers.
And just as needed, timeout for Coach Timmy Santo Tomas.
This prompts Petro Gazz to regroup as we listen in.
Nawawala na naman tayo. Hindi na naman kayo naghihintay ng pagkagalaw, ay tama ng bola, tsaka magagalaw. Ang nangyayari, masyado tayo nag-anticipate, nanguhula tayo, biglang nagkakamali tayo ng basa. Okay? Next. Pasok lang. Nakita mo, bumuka yung set. Anong gagawin? Target lang ng area, kaya yung sobrang iwas sa atake natin, nagkakamali tayo. Okay? Make the right decision sa atake natin. Ha?
Coach Timmy pointing out some of the lapses that he saw in the past couple of plays for Petro Gazz.
Kailangan na lang nila panapos. And actually, for some teams, yun yung problema nila, yung panapos. They would lead the first part of the set, the middle part of the set, kaso yung panapos laging kulang.
And that is Rap Aguilar cramping up. Doromal serves. Saet. Pinuntahan si Soltones. Katindig was there. Emnas goes to Paran. Coverage was there. Emnas with the push. Gretschel again. Straight to Roma. Paran. Free ball given up. Who will Fen go to? Back to Audrey. And she is rejected. Nabasa na eh, no? Multiple times she's gone to Audrey Paran.
Yeah, and nakita mo yung sigh of relief talaga from Buitre after that block. Na finally, nakuha nila yung point.
And they are at match point. Marian Buitre will be the one to serve for the match. Emnas goes to Audrey and saves a point.
Kaso ayaw pa tapusin nila Audrey Paran and the Galleries. It will be
One match point saved. 3 more ang kailangan ng Galeries Tower. Coach Vince Mangulabnan taking a look at you, Rex. They want to finish this. Paran galing sa likod. Saet, Galdones, not just yet. Emnas goes middle to Esquera, and it's inside. Look at this play. Emnas,
what a find for
Emnas to Esquera, but Audrey Paran continues to serve. Soltones! It's still alive! Free ball given up. Saet goes back to her. Gretschel for the finish! And finally, they end this one in straight sets with a sigh of relief.
Yeah. Hindi pinadali yung buhay nila ng Galleries. And it's Petro Gazz winning this game in 3 sets. Kaso not easy 3 sets. It was only the first set that was a blowout set. Pero the second and third set, we saw the potential of the Galeries High Towers and what they could do and what they could improve on.
Yeah.
Improve on also as a team.
The newcomers giving Petro Gazz Angels more effort for them to get this win. First set didn't seem like it, no?
Yeah.
Malaki yung lamang. If I'm not mistaken, it was 25-11. But second and third set were different stories as we take a look at the final scores of this match. Petro Gazz winning 25-11, 26-24, and 25-22. As we relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for just 149 pesos. So you can catch the games there on Pilipinas Live as our very own Sam Corrales is with Gretschel Soltones, who is our best player of the game. Sam?
Now we have the best player of the game. We have Gretschel Soltones with 19 points and delivering the final point for your first win of the conference. Unang-una, ano ang feeling at ano yung mga key takeaways ninyo from your first win today?
Ayun nga, parating sinasabi ni Coach na gawin lang yung simpleng bagay. Tapos doon mag-i-start na kami as a team para hindi masyadong mahirap yung gagawin sa loob ng court.
Sa game na to, nakita natin ang deep bench ng Petro Gazz. Sabi mo nga, yung chemistry at connection ang pinagtatrabahuhan ninyo during the off-season. So, what does it feel like seeing Casey Galdones, Marian Buitre, and Rania Musa, yung best friend mo in college, step up in this game, di ba?
Actually, yun nga, more on bondings kami, kaka-team building lang namin. So, hopefully, tuloy-tuloy na kami na mag-gel as a team.
And paano mo naman kinip up yung momentum? Siyempre, you started off strong. Napaka-dominant ng first set ninyo. At sa bandang dulo, talagang nag-pep talk si Coach, di ba? So, ano yung mas sinabi ninyo sa loob ng court in that final stretch of the game?
Sabi niya sa amin, simple volleyball lang, huwag niyo nang pahirapan yung sarili niyo. Pati yung digs namin, medyo nag-struggle kami. So, sabi niya, huwag masyadong mababa yung receive kasi nga, nag-miss-receive kami. So, ayun, tuloy-tuloy lang.
And you delivered. So before we go, of course, yung nightcap natin, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin lahat ng mga nag-support sa inyo dito sa Araneta tonight?
Yes. Thank you po sa mga fans ng Petro Gazz at patuloy na suporta sa Villa Vicencio family, sa ate ko na si Ate Dane Ines and Jovin Ines, and si Mark Jason Morada. Happy birthday kay Mama Margie Serrano and Morada family, Soltones family.
And there you have it, our best player of the game, Gretschel Soltones.
And our best player of the game, Gretschel Soltones, your 3-time best outside spiker, delivering the goods, scoring 19 huge points for the Petro Gazz Angels, propelling their team to victory here on their opening game in the All-Filipino Conference. Rex, let's take a look at the match highlights and what happened in this game. We mentioned set number 1 seemed like Petro Gazz was gonna have it easy all throughout, but you knew that Galeries Tower Highrisers were gonna get back in sets 2 and 3.
Yeah, and like what you said kanina, the first set was a blowout set, and kaso this is a new team kasi, not composed of rookies but experienced players who played a long time ago na. So I mean, who played mga months ago, last time they played months ago or years ago. So parang kailangan nila pawisan.
Yeah.
In that second set, bumawi sila. They showed their potential. They showed on what they could improve on. And this team is a very strong team. They just need a go-to player, and they just need more chemistry and more training as a team.
Some things that they could build on moving forward for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Meanwhile, for the runners-up of the first All-Filipino Conference, the Petro Gazz Angels, these are their final numbers which got them the win against their opponents.
So, makikita mo talaga nagkakalayo sa blocking. Sobrang layo, 10-1. So, dito sila kailangan mag-focus talaga sa next training nila, sa mga video watch nila. Dito kasi sila kailangan mag-focus kasi dumadami yung atake ng kalaban. So, 40 attacks compared to 34 from the Galeries. And in terms of aces, it was 4-3, and opponent errors 22-19.
Set 2 was big, wherein Petro Gazz got 6 of their rejections. And the rest is history as they take game number 1 for them here in the tournament. And we still have more volleyball to be played. This Thursday, we switch and transfer to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. Cherry Tigo will go up against the Highrisers. Once again, we'll see action, and then the PLDT High Speed Hitters going up against the Akari Chargers, coming off a big win a while ago. And then the Choco Mucho Flying Titans will square off with the Farm Fresh Foxies, both of them looking to get their first win. And that does it for our coverage here on Pilipinas Live and on One Sports. On behalf of Sam Corrales, my partner Rex Intal, my name is Dip Dipianco, saying thank you for watching and staying with us no matter how late it is. Thank you for watching the Premier Volleyball League's second All-Filipino Conference. This is the heart of volleyball.
Stop.